I'm nervous, but I'm on my couch.
You're safe at home,
I
right?
know.
You have nothing to fear.
Yeah,
You've already recorded the
I know.
song,
I should to speak.
right? You want to, honey? There you go. All right. All right. Thank you. All right. So Don, you'll let
I
us
will
know
let
when
everybody
it's
in.
yeah. We'll see who's in, and I'll ask everyone to. Okay, we're on. Welcome to Music Matters, everyone. We're now in our 6th month of broadcasts, right? Starting back in late March. Welcome, everyone. We've got a stellar cast in the gallery today. Beautiful, beautiful. All right. So, happy to welcome everyone. If it's Monday, it's Music Matters, and I have a very special guest with us this afternoon. As I let everyone know last Monday, we're beginning a series of sharing some of our most talented young people from Wilshire Boulevard Temple. And we're starting with an extraordinary young man, Jake Schroeder, was not only of great talent and wonderful human being, he happens to be a very close friend of our families, of Nancy's and Jillian's, and as well as his parents, Drew and Jody, and big sister Sydney, our most treasured and dearest friends. So, a lot of connections here today. And our purpose here today, Jake, say hello to everyone.
Hi, everyone. I wasn't sure if I was supposed to talk. I don't know the format.
You can
Um,
talk anytime you want. You're
it's
going to
nice
be doing a
to see
lot
you.
of talking today and also a good amount of singing as well, right?
Yes, it's nice to see everyone's names and faces, even if it's
Yeah.
on Zoom. It's
So
very.
I've really been thinking about this for a while, Jake, and because over the years, I have discovered so many, not discovered, but encountered so many wonderfully talented young people in my work and life at Wilshire Boulevard Temple, uh, specifically musically talented people. And I wanted to create a showcase for the congregation to really see and hear uh, what some of our wonderfully talented people have done and are doing and will continue to do. So today I'm delighted to introduce Jay Schroeder to all of you. Many of you have seen and heard Jake numerous times, as far back as, let's see, 2013, even a little before that, actually, Jake.
Yeah,
Um,
I was like 10.
you were 10, exactly. And I first want to just mention, Jake, that you attended Browerman Elementary School,
Yeah, I did. Yes.
right? And
Go
that is
Braves.
where, right, that's right. Go Browerman. And that was when we first met each other, right?
Yeah,
When I we started the youth choir
exactly.
and had weekly rehearsals uh,
At 7:30
at
or 7 a.m.
7:30 in the morning. This was only for the most dedicated, insane
Yes,
young singers.
yes, yes,
You were one of those, right?
yes. Very fun.
And right,
Fun memories.
I'll bet. So first, before we do any singing, I want to talk about that a little bit, and perhaps in your own words, you can uh, share those memories and looking back now, what that experience of both Browerman Elementary School and your experiences in the youth choir and Wilshire Boulevard Temple, what you can remember those meaning to you then, and looking back now as a young man, uh, reflection, how those things, that experience impacted you and your career and your life. So
Yeah, totally.
take us back.
So I started, I think that singing in the youth choir with you, Don, was like the birth of my musical like journey and like even beyond musical, like performing and everything. Because now I do theater and like comedy and Shakespeare and all that jazz.
Mm.
But I really started getting into the world of art like going to those 7:30 choir rehearsals. I don't know like why I like cannot imagine doing that today. Props to my
Well,
like fourth
to be
grade
an
self.
artist is to suffer, Jake, and I
Yeah.
wanted to prepare you for a life of suffering.
Yeah. No, you made me stronger, so now I can do anything. But going to that was really important to me because I like figured out that I loved singing, even if it was like at 7:30. But I was put to do like a bunch of sports environment, like encouraged to do karate and basketball and all these different things that all the kids were just like pushed to do. And I don't know, there wasn't really a huge focus on music. I guess in my family, because no one besides my wonderful grandpa, who I can see right in front of me, is musical. Um, but like it was really eye opening because I like got to see how much I like innately loved singing and like through the lens of like a Jewish prayer book. It was cool.
Wonderful. For just I'm going to ask everyone who's in the gallery to mute yourselves. And later on in the show, we'll have a chance to have some conversation. All right. So if you just mute yourselves for now. So that was,
And then came the big service which you invited me to do. So it was like second grade I started to sing, and then I got the big like Miha Moha solo on Friday nights.
right.
But then I worked my way up, and by fourth grade you invited me to sing at Kol Nidrat.
Hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, it was a wonderful experience. I know for you and for many others, to be able to sing once a month, you know, on
Yeah.
on the Bima at the Irma's campus, when we really started to build a wonderful following there. And
And friends too. I made friends that I still have. So
right, yeah,
yeah.
yeah, a whole opens up a whole other community of friends who share those experiences,
Yeah.
and also opening to the world of synagogue music, at least to start with. So uh, a lot of fond memories, right? And
Yeah.
you learned a
Seriously.
lot of music.
It's crazy to think about that right now
Right?
because
Yeah.
I leave for college in like a month, so I've been very like thoughtful and reflective over
Yeah.
these past few weeks.
Yeah.
So as one is, but
One
it's
in your
yeah,
shoes is bound to be at this time in your
yeah,
life.
no, but you really planted the seed. Like that was like my first like experience I remember with music. So
Yeah. So we'll come back to your forthcoming college experience. Since we're talking about those old days, when you were just a little guy, we have a video that we're going to share with everyone from High Holidays 2013. You were around 10 years old,
yeah,
Kol Nidra night, as you mentioned. And even though this particular prayer that we're going to hear in a moment, Ya'aleh, is not found in our High Holiday Machzor, it is in the traditional Kol Nidre service.
Mhm.
And it's a beautiful poem, a liturgical poem with a refrain, and it addresses God in this poetic way. And the refrain is, from evening until morning, we will praise you, and a whole litany of paragraphs. I think we sing about 4 of the actual 9 paragraphs in a setting by Cantor Mayer Finkelstein, this beautiful and lovely and engaging piece of music.
yeah,
And here you are at the age of 10 on the Bima in the great sanctuary of Wilshire Boulevard Temple.
yeah.
I do remember distinctly, Jake, that you were rather fearless.
I don't know. It was like delusional confidence. That's my brand.
Well, I don't know that you really knew that there was anything to be afraid of anyway.
No,
You
it's
mastered
so
the,
bizarre. Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Yeah, it gets much harder as you get older.
Seriously, I can learn from myself.
So here we are on the Bima in the sanctuary, Kol Nidra Night 2013. And we sang this right after the rabbi's sermon, right?
Yeah.
And here is Jake Schroeder and yours truly in Ya'aleh by Mayor Finkelstein.
Wow.
Now, what was that like reliving that just now?
That was
I
like
was very
great.
nervous.
That was a crazy experience. I felt removed from my body watching that. Like a
Sure.
second spirit.
But the truth is, in the moment, as we could all see and hear, Jake, you were totally confident and just fluid. It was a beautiful moment. When you look back on it now, in that great sanctuary, at that moment in time, with a 16 voice professional choir, we should add up in the choir loft with our magnificent Kimball organ with Bill Back. And
I'm
uh,
like still humbled by the opportunity that the temple
I'm,
gave me. Like
I'm glad.
that's like crazy to think about.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
that's a
And I
moment
killed it.
like a true musical theater animal.
I'm
As
kidding.
you are. Yeah, but it's just beautiful and special, and that will be yours for always, and everyone who was there to experience it. Right. So
Yeah.
that's what a beautiful moment.
Yeah.
And uh, and of course, after that, you continued to sing with the youth choir for a number of years. Really, I mean, up until last High Holiday.
Yeah,
That's
seriously. Yeah,
positive.
I kept doing the Shabbat services like monthly
Right.
until about sixth grade, and then that kind of like petered out as I got busier
Well,
and
you did
like,
get busy. You did
oh
get
yeah,
busy.
Harvard Westlake is a pretty busy place,
Yeah.
and I stuck to just performing with the high holiday services, which
Great.
was still like very like hard with the schedule, believe it or not, because it was like right every single year it's right during midterms. So it was always interesting, but definitely a break, like a nice like even if it was like I had to like repent.
Yes,
It was
you
a
did.
break from the Harvard
Yes, you
Westlake.
had much for which to repent.
Yes.
But look, after Browerman, it was on to Harvard Westlake for you.
Exactly.
I
Yes.
think pretty quickly you became involved and interested in the musical life there. And
Yeah.
let's talk about that next stage because as you and I and many other people know in our community that Harvard Westlake has had for a long time an extraordinary music department and in particular their theater and musical theater department where they have done and continue to do just extraordinarily high level
Yeah.
performances.
That yeah, the opportunities there are amazing. They're incredible. But before I got into musical theater there, I was on the cross country team for 3 practices. Because my parents were like, "You should just try sport. Just do it." Again, like the same Brahmin mentality of just try it. And I did the first day of cross country practice. I showed up with a collared shirt and khaki shorts. I did not know that you had to bring clothes. I thought that was my mistake, and they made me run like 3 miles as like a little chubby seventh grader. But
Well,
then I auditioned for
that was a
42nd
valuable
Street.
experience for you.
Yeah, no, I'll never forget that. It humbled me a lot. And I then auditioned for 42nd Street the next week, and I landed a role, and I said goodbye to the running, and I
Give
never
or
have
take,
done it
that was
again.
in seventh grade.
Yeah,
Wow.
this
Okay.
is seventh grade. So yeah, 42nd Street was like the first show at Harvard Westlake that I like was able to participate in,
Hmm.
and it was kind of a crazy experience because I had gone from like this community theater that I was doing during Bowerman years, and to this. If you've ever seen the middle school stage at Harvard Westlake, it is like the most ginormous stage,
Well,
and it is
I've been
such a
there.
robust
I've seen
program.
many productions there. Yes,
Yeah,
extraordinary.
and like hundreds of kids audition, and I was like I was freaking out, and like I like was able to. It was just so much fun. I got to like dance on a dime for 42nd Street. It was so
Okay.
yeah.
So through middle school there,
Yeah.
you continued numerous productions. Let's talk a little bit about your most memorable experiences there. Specifically, let's pay attention to musical theater. So
Yeah.
share with people some of the productions you were part of.
So I first was 42nd Street, then there were a few obscure plays, but the like best pieces that I did at the middle school were Urinetown, which is like an interesting show. Footloose was definitely interesting and fun. And then going to the upper school, first day of the upper school was auditions for cabaret, like first day new campus. And I, with that same delusional confidence, landed the role of the MC, which was like unreal to be launched into this. Like, if you don't know, the MC is like one of the biggest parts in that show, and like casting at the upper school is very like,
I would be willing to bet that every single person watching right now, certainly everyone in the gallery and beyond, knows that role pretty well.
yeah.
We have seen it in
Just
a
speaking
number of venues,
demographically.
including the film with Liza Minnelli and
Yeah,
Joel
yeah,
Grey,
yeah.
right?
Yeah, but that was crazy for me because like I don't know, going from the middle school to the upper school, like you have to start to make a name for yourself to like not survive, but like to thrive. And that definitely made a name. And it was like it was surreal to be like given that opportunity um at that. Oh, I got a chat. Um,
Yes. Oh, yeah, we're big chat.
oh, there's fans on Facebook. Oh,
Right?
good.
So the truth is, let's just say that number one, that of course I saw that performance
Yes, yes,
in
of
Cabaret,
course.
and I thought you were. The whole production was just remarkable. After 5 minutes, you sit there and you forget that these are, 15 and 16 and 17-year-olds in
Yeah,
high school because
yeah,
the level of the performance and the production is so high.
yeah.
And
Sorry, the phone is
I'm not just flattering you, but
inside.
I thought your performance in Cabaret was remarkable.
Thank you.
Really,
Yeah,
really
it
was.
was that was definitely my favorite of the shows that I was able to participate
So
in.
you followed in the footsteps of other great Jewish musical theater performers.
Yeah.
Joel Grey, who actually was born and raised in Cleveland, Ohio, my hometown as well. So we take
Yes.
pride in that. But that was a spectacular show, and your performance was really,
Thank you.
really
Yeah,
remarkable.
so that's really nice of you to
All
say.
right?
I appreciate
No,
it.
no, it's true.
So, but
I
at
just wish
that
we
point,
could get
like,
our hands on some of those, so those videos that we could show to
yeah,
maybe.
they're impossible. Okay, so the rights are like all the theater directors and Harvard like are like well, all the like companies that give out the shows are
Right.
super like uptight about the rights to the shows and filming the shows and stuff. So the archival videos are hard to come by,
Yeah,
but
for a lot of reasons, but it's
for
also
enough money, I can show you.
yeah,
Yeah. So, anyways, at that point in
yeah,
like 10th grade, like school started to become very, very pressurized. But in terms of like my like musical identity, I used it as a way to like as an outlet to like express myself. Express. That sounds cliche. But like no, but for real, like singing and choir and dancing and musical theater, and even like singing in temple, like were ways that I can get um just like my feelings out, singing in the car, everything. So it was that same seed from going to the 7:30 rehearsals in second grade. Like it was that same muscle that like Don started to that you started to help me build. Like to
Well,
you
I
that
was
I use.
fortunate in that. I mean, the truth is, Jake, wherever you might have been, uh, that was going to happen for you because you are who you are, and in this case, perhaps we could say we were both in the right place at the right time.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
we've talked a lot about this particular thing that I'm about to just broach on Music Matters many times about the fact that singing is something that human beings do, not necessarily because they love it and they have a passion for it and a skill for it, all of which you have, but as human beings, the human species, we sing because we have to.
yeah.
It's
You need
something
to.
the human species does because we're human. Our
Yeah,
brain is wired that way.
yeah.
So whether you have talent for it is another matter altogether.
Yeah, no, 100%. Like I feel the most exhilarating feeling when I'm driving on the freeway, screaming some sort of song in the car. Like I've never felt more alive.
Right?
But like singing is like that is like my biggest joy, and I'm sure it's yours too. And you've made it your career, so good job.
That's true. You have to do it, and in addition to that, you love it, and you have wonderful talent and skill for it. Otherwise, I'm pretty sure your sister would have killed you by now.
Oh my God, yeah. And the piano too. Like my family has a rule that I can't, and especially in quarantine, I'm not allowed to like sing or scream or anything after 10 o'clock because it's lethal. I'm like too loud.
It's too loud, and at a certain point, it becomes an intense annoyance for those around you.
Yeah, and
That's why you have to keep doing
I
it on
completely
stage in front of.
and my friends, ask my friends. I never stop singing because I feel comfortable around them, and they like need
Yeah,
they yeah.
yeah, exactly. So after Cabaret at Harvard Westlake, a number of other shows.
Yeah, a couple others. There's a show called Lucky Stiff, Into the Woods, different plays, Midsummer Night's Dream. But really, Cabaret was um, like the like epitome of musical theater love for me in high school, and then it started to get more into like musical theater, like theater merged with like study and like understanding like scripts and stuff and Shakespeare as I started like preparing to apply to college because Harvard Essex is like that. It's like very pressurized, and there's like people start talking about college in seventh grade. So it was yeah, it was junior year. It was like I put my head down and I did my work, the work necessary to apply to schools, and I was still using music as like an outlet and stuff. But it was more of like a like it was like very I don't know, very like doctored at that point. Does that make sense?
Yeah, of course. It's very demanding. You have a lot of demands on your time, and
Yeah.
uh, it's all part of that kind of education. You know,
Yeah, yeah. And I'm so grateful it was like the best school ever. And
absolutely.
Jillian went there, so
Yeah, she did.
it is yeah, it's like and it's an amazing place, but it's not for everyone.
No, it's not, and it's not designed for everyone. So
Yeah.
let's talk a little bit now about where you're headed
Yeah.
and what kind of informed your decision. Let everybody know where you're about to go in a few weeks, and let's talk about why and what piece your musical skill and experience you're going to pursue while
Yeah.
you're at the University of.
Yeah, so I'm headed to the great city of Chicago to study at the University of Chicago. It's in the name. But which is not a well-known music theater school. Um, but my decision to go there was like mainly informed by like the need to continue my academic pursuits while maintaining like more of a community theater and like a community music aspect to my education because I feel my best not really when like a director is yelling at me but like when I'm like singing with my friends maybe that's like the little delusionally confident rebel in me but I don't know that's really what I wanted in a school, and I just want to like be able to sing all the time and not really have it like so watched, and like I don't want to be like told what to like how to do stuff.
Well, it's very demanding, and if
It's
that's
so much.
your profession, then uh, you would perhaps would have made a different decision. But in
Of
this
course.
way, you have other interests clearly
Yeah.
in the academic world, and you can pursue music as you wish.
Yeah. Yeah. So and that's what's really nice. Like I if I want to sing for people, I can like sign up for an open mic, and if I want to like not, I can just not like stay in
Well,
my room.
exactly. And I,
Um,
I would just throw this out there, Jake, that you never know.
Yeah, exactly.
Never
That's
know
that's the
what
thing. Like I like
how things
music is so subjective, and I feel like if I want to pursue it, I there's nothing holding me back.
exactly.
And like at my core, like that's what I love. So there's no way it's ever gonna leave my life.
Exactly.
Um, yeah.
So let's hear our second piece today that you have pre-recorded for us, and uh, your passion for the music of Billy Joel.
Yeah, so yeah, I'll talk about that for a second.
Yeah.
Billy Joel is my mom's favorite like musical artist of all time. So that obviously has a huge influence on me because she has a huge influence on me and I love her a lot. But I started to
Really?
sing
Your
Billy
mom? I
Joel.
can't imagine that.
No, no, she loves me a little bit. I started to sing Billy Joel to make her happy. Um, and this piece that we're about to see is what I submitted to colleges and like to different like the Young Arts Foundation and different other things. And this was during the like college application process that was very pressurized for me. And what like when I was being like watched and doctored and like coached a lot. So this is like more of a musical theater kind of piece versus like what we'll see in like as my second piece, which is like kind of more me and like what I love. Um, but yeah, this performance is in my living room where I'm sitting.
Right.
I sent it to all the schools I applied to, um, and yeah, this is New York State of Mind.
New York State of Mind. Great song.
Pressurized City.
Here we
I'm
go.
here.
Jake Schroeder in his living room, dreaming of New York City.
This is New York State of Mind by Billy Joel. Some folks like to get away, take a holiday from the neighborhood, hop a flight to Miami Beach or Hollywood. But I'm taking a Greyhound on the Hudson River line. I'm in a New York state of mind. Oh, it was so easy living day by day, yeah. Out of touch with the rhythm and blues. But now I need a little give and take. The New York Times on the daily news. Oh, it comes down to reality, and that's fine with me, 'cause I let it slide. I don't care if it's Chinatown or on the riverside. Oh, I don't have any reasons. I left them all behind. I'm in a New York state of mind. I'm just taking a Greyhound on the Hudson River line. 'Cause I'm in a New York. I'm in a New York state of mind. State of mind.
Isn't
Well,
it wonderful? Isn't it wonderful to watch yourself sing?
no, I hate watching myself sing so much. I hate it. But
Yeah.
I haven't watched that in such a long time, but I can tell that is so like coached and like doctored and like it's like very I was like
Here's
professional.
what you don't get to do. You
Uh,
don't get to critique
yeah,
yourself.
you're right. You're right. You're right. You're right.
That's,
It's
that's
great.
what
It's wonderful.
Because you know what? Trust me, someone else will be more than happy to do that
You're
for you,
right. You're
right?
right.
But
You're
not here.
It was so
thought
fun. It
that,
was so
I
much
thought it was
fun.
wonderful. Great energy, and you totally
Thanks.
you filled that space. It was great.
Thank you.
It's a special song, right?
Yeah, so I love that song so much.
So, do you have any idea, Jake, what you plan to study or to focus on?
Well, I'm really good at physics, which is like what? Like what? I don't understand. Like my brain just works like that, but I don't like physics. I love English. I love music. I love Shakespeare and
Mhm.
theater.
Mhm.
Um, and I think I'm gonna love things like philosophy and sociology.
Mhm.
And U Chicago has a really good sociology program.
Mhm.
So I don't know. I honestly have no idea.
Right. You're going to make
And that's fine.
discoveries. You're going to spread your wings there,
Yeah,
right?
that's totally okay. I'm just gonna like see what I like and do what I want. To be
Well,
simple. um, yeah, but yeah, there's no like music is like my like dessert, and I love dessert, and there's no way I'm ever gonna stop eating dessert. So I'm gonna eat all the dessert that I can get at college.
absolutely. Look, this is gonna serve you for the rest of your life.
Yes,
Right?
to go on with the
And
metaphor.
again, I would just say, you just never know. Certainly not at this stage where your life may take you, where your
Good,
passions may take you along
good.
the way, right? So, yeah,
Yeah.
we have a second. You know what? Let's actually open up the gallery now. Okay.
Okay. And then I have a
Later, when we close the show, we'll come back to your last piece,
okay,
right?
okay, but I have a
For
little thing.
now, let's uh, let's open up the gallery. I can ask people to unmute yourselves if you'd like, and for those who wish to make a comment or ask a question, uh, let's open it up to the gallery. Yeah,
Why am I not there?
Merle Weiner,
For some reason, I have no picture.
but we can hear your voice.
Hi.
I'm just blown away from the time he was a child singing on the Bema till now.
Right?
Whatever you end up doing, you have a phenomenal career ahead of you in something.
Thank you.
So impressed with your discipline.
Yeah.
Thank you.
There I am. Hello.
There you go. Right.
You should be very proud of yourself. As much as you don't want to do that, you critique yourself, you should be very proud.
I appreciate it.
That's exactly right. Yeah. Yeah. Nancy Dom, I see you there. It's so great to see you, Nancy.
I am. Great to see both of you. My goodness.
Yep.
Jake,
You've known Jake for a long time.
Yes, we go way back.
yes, we do. And Jake, you've grown into an incredible young man, and I'm so proud of you.
Thank you. It's so nice to see your face.
Thank you.
Anyone
I,
else?
I see some relatives of mine.
You do?
Yeah, definitely. My mom posted it on Facebook or something. She posts everything I do online. I,
Oh, my
yeah.
God.
They're all there. They're all there to.
oh no, my literal whole family's here.
Of course they are. What are you kidding me, Jake? How could they not be on?
Exactly.
Right? You'll notice that none of them is offering to speak yet, but they're
No,
definitely.
He doesn't want us to.
They have to sing. In order to speak, they have to sing.
Oh no, there are no rules here. No rules, whatever. Oh my goodness! Now I have to say, we also have Nan Goodman. That's right. Nan knows about Chicago, don't you, Nan? Yeah. All right. She's not going to talk, but she just
Chat it.
added to us, right? Yeah. So, any questions for Jake? Huh? It's beyond questioning, right? No questions or comments for Jake, right?
Hey, I'll ask a question.
Please do.
Hi, Jake. In terms of getting involved in Chicago on campus or off campus, do you already have like some feelers or leads, or how do you even go about that?
Like of what I want to pursue there?
Singing. I mean, I'm specific to singing and performing and getting involved.
Yeah, no, there's this one. So as I said, I have no idea what track I want to do. It could be a cappella, it could be comedy, improv, Shakespeare, literally, no idea. But there's this 1 week of auditions at the beginning of school. I'm not sure if it'll happen this quarter, but you audition for literally everyone and everything. And
That's cool.
you just go and you do it and everyone sees you. And they kind of offer stuff to you. So I'm gonna wait till then, see what I get offered as like this is what you're good at, this is what you should do, and then do what I like the best. That's my plan.
Oh, that's cool.
That's
That's
great.
nice. Just be seen. You get all the visibility, and then they can lure you
Exactly. Yeah.
with your special brand.
Yeah. They can rope me into their acapella craziness.
That's a whole other world now, and it's everywhere. It's so much fun.
So fun. Yeah.
Jake,
Yeah.
Jake,
I'm
will hi, will you be coming back? See, this is my role. Will you be coming back and participating in Rosh Hashanah and Yom Kippur services?
I
at
wish
all?
I could say I
Well,
would.
you won't this year, will you? Right?
I
Obviously not, because
definitely won't this year because I will be gone.
we've already recorded the high holidays.
Right.
But you know what? Unfortunately, I know, Jake, the high holidays almost always, coincide with just about the start of the college year. Even in Chicago, where you tend to start a little bit later, right, than others. Yeah, that could be difficult. But we might be able to, pre-record something, right?
Right. Right.
Voice message. Hi everyone. Yeah.
So Jake, let's talk a little bit about this next piece.
Yeah. So I like watching New York State of Mind. That like really put this next piece in perspective because it's Vienna by Billy Joel, another Billy Joel classic. But it was recorded at the very end of my senior year, like a year after the whole process, like the crazy process ended, and I was like feeling way more like confident, less like manicured, less coached, and like really myself. So if any performance offers like a view of where I'm headed, this would probably be the most accurate because it's like undoctored, free spirit.
It's still Billy Joel.
Yeah, still Billy Joel. Yeah. But I like it was for the senior solo performance at Harvard Westlake, which is like all the seniors who give a last show.
Obviously, this past year, these were all, pre-recorded, right? Because there was nothing in person. So this was done just really a couple of months ago, basically.
Yeah, exactly. Right before summer started, and on the floor of my bedroom.
So I have a question. It's a technical question, Dick. In the New York State of Mind, the piano track, was that a YouTube karaoke track or?
No, that was myself.
So you played the piano.
But I recorded it.
No, that I understand. But you.
Oh yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
You recorded the piano track.
Yeah.
Okay, so everybody should know that. Okay, you weren't only singing; you recorded the piano track.
Yeah.
For yourself.
Yeah.
Okay, it's a nice
But
skill to have.
this Vienna is karaoke.
Okay, good. So, yeah, for those of you who don't know Billy Joel's Vienna, you're going to get to know it. It's an extraordinary song.
Best song in the world.
We're going to hear Jake, just as he likes to put it, undoctored, uncoached, just being Jake. Let's hear Vienna as sung by Jake Schroeder in his Viennese living room.
Hi everyone, this is Jake Schroeder performing Vienna on the floor of my childhood bedroom. Slow down, you crazy child. You're so ambitious for a juvenile. But then if you're so smart, tell me why are you still so afraid? Where's the fire? What's to hurry about? You better cool it off before you burn it out. You got so much to do and only so many hours in a day. Hey, but you know that when the truth is told, that you can get what you want, or you can just get old. You're gonna kick off before you even get halfway through. Ooh, when will you realize Vienna waits for you? Slow down, you're doing fine. You can't be everything you want to be before your time. Although it's so romantic on the borderline tonight. Well, too bad, but it's the life you lead. You're so ahead of yourself that you forgot what you need. Though you can see when you're wrong, you know you can't always see when you're right. You're right. You got your passion, you got your pride, but don't you know that only fools are satisfied? Well, dream on, but don't imagine they'll all come true. Ooh, when will you realize Vienna waits for you? Take the phone off the hook and disappear for a while. It's alright, you can't afford to lose a day or two. Ooh, when will you realize Vienna waits for you? And you know that when the truth is told, that you can get what you want, or you can just get old. You're gonna kick off before you halfway through. Why don't you realize Vienna waits for you? When will you realize Vienna waits for you? Thank you for a wonderful 6 years, Harper Dust Lake. Much love.
Oh, Jake, that was so special.
Thank you. Thank you.
You filled a space, far beyond this screen for all of us. It was just full of life and joy.
Yeah.
Totally immersed in it. It was just so special.
Yeah, that was like, I think at least I can tell that I was way more in my element and like not uncomfortable. Just like, it's so crazy how much a year you can just change. You know what I mean?
Yes, I do.
I mean, I'm young, so
I do. Although, reflecting back upon the Yala duet, I looked exactly the same now.
Yes.
That was, 9 years ago. I mean,
and I was like a different person. It's
right. Yeah. I feel great about noticing that.
Yeah, that was really fun.
Oh, it was great, Jake. So, so you have to make a promise. Okay, I'm gonna put you on the spot that you'll come back and join us some point down the road.
No, that's a given. It's not
right. We're gonna check in with you and make sure you're doing the right things when you're away from home in the big dirty city of Chicago.
Yes.
Right, that you're behaving and still doing the things you love.
Yeah.
Right. So you have an obligation to share all that talent and joy with people. Right. It's not just for you.
And I would be nothing if it weren't for you at the beginning. No, seriously. I know it's dramatic.
Jake, I'm going to have to enlarge your check. I'm going to have to tear the first check up and send you a new check. So I'll have no money left.
Yeah.
So Look, for any cantor, certainly, I will tell you that meeting somebody like you as a kid, right? The greatest joy. You have to know that you're doing something important by passing it today. And quite
Spectacular.
honestly, Jake, I'm looking into the future. This is the first time that I've done this,
Yeah.
right? With with a young person from Wilshire Boulevard Temple, a student, and I think we're going to start a whole new series.
Oh, it's so fun.
Our whole
I had a
community
great time.
can enjoy and be really proud of, and really care deeply about. So, you are the first.
Yes.
Yeah. Fantastic. So, there we are, folks. Jake Schroeder. You knew him when?
Yes.
You knew him when? The little boy graced our bima, and we'll do it again. So, Jake, we love you, and we wish you all the best in your freshman year.
Thank you all for having me.
All right.
I was so
Thank you for allowing Don to share you.
Oh my God, anytime.
By the way, he had no choice in the matter.
That's true.
He was
True.
he was voluntold, as we like to say. Right? So,
Very special.
this is to Drew and Jody. I know that Jake did say that if not for me, he wouldn't even be here. I think your parents had a little more to
Oh,
do.
they're the greatest.
Right?
And, yeah, they're the greatest. And my grandpa had a huge influence too. Shout out. Yeah.
Absolutely. You
But,
could not have picked a better family. You could not have picked better
I have
parents.
a
raised
wonderful
by.
family, and they're all watching me right now. They're
Yes,
wonderful.
All right, everyone. Enjoy this week. And
Thank you.
I will tell you next Monday, we'll be joined by my friend and colleague and once upon a time student, Cantor Gideon Zellemeyer from Montreal, who's a marvelous cantor. He'll be sharing some of his music and singing for the high holidays. And I've known Gideon since he was 10 years old also. So we're keeping in this theme. But it'll be a really a special hour with Gideon Zellemeyer next Monday, same time for Music Matters. Everyone be